Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beyond Second Cognition. I'm Beall. The topic of this discussion is the afterlife. I've recently finished writing a book. It's available now publicly for sale on Amazon and Kindle. The title of the book is The Afterlife: Religion and Spirituality's Psychological Weapon Against Humanity. Now, I know probably 2/3 to 3/4 of the people on this planet are all wrapped up in where they're going to go in the afterlife. They're worried about their soul and going to heaven or going to hell or ascending to the fifth dimension or some other higher plane of existence or whatever. The fact of the matter is, people don't realize what the whole afterlife, before life, between life thing amounts to. Nobody's ever really explained it to them because they all have preconceived notions about what the afterlife is and why we should all be striving to get there. This little book is only about 100 pages, a little over 100 pages, and it's only $9.99. But if you want to understand about the afterlife, the interface between consciousness and the intellect, and defining what consciousness is versus our perceptions of the soul, this book is a highly informative little book. It's compressed data. It's a combination of two books in one, The Afterlife, and it also has enclosed in it a previously unreleased book in print format, Consciousness Evolves, Intellect Doesn't: Why Humanity Can't Evolve Its Consciousness. It's a very heavy-duty book. Even though it's a small book, it's very intense, compressed data. It's not what I would call light reading, and it's definitely not pleasure reading. Humanity needs to redirect its awareness down positive avenues for development where the whole species can advance, and we can get away from things like we're seeing take place on the streets in America and the riots elsewhere in the world. If we don't make a change in a more positive direction to stop all this nonsense, pretty grim picture we're looking at. Now, I'm not a fatalist, and the book doesn't sow gloom and doom. It's there to sow informational awareness for those people that are big boys and big girls enough to handle some truth without getting their panties in a bunch and throwing a tantrum over reading the truth. Those that have questions about the afterlife and what this whole thing is all about, at least in a snapshot format, this is a good little book to start with. It's a good primer. And if people are interested in what this book offers, and we have 45 other books all about the evolution of consciousness and how humanity can drag itself out of the snake pit of the world of illusion and turn into something better as a species. Because if you look at the streets today and the riots and the burning and all of the hatefulness and mayhem, humanity's not doing a very good job of things. We're not doing a good job of minding the store or behaving ourselves. This is why people want to run away to the afterlife, because they don't want to live this life. So if you want some explanations about what the whole afterlife thing really is, this book is going to inform you of it, and perhaps it will shift your perceptions into a more positive light to where you have a handle on how the whole afterlife mythology has been used as a form of tyranny to keep us all enslaved and avoiding our responsibility as human beings, looking to get away from the planet and stop living and being human beings. For those of you doing the work, stay the course and don't give up on yourselves.